responds to being stripped by the IBF. Let's talk about it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications, and don't forget to catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. I'm also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Also, hit me up if you want to debate. knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email. Join the channel as a member. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams and the videos that we do. Let's get it cracking though. So, Terence Crawford, he responded on Twitter. It's still up to being stripped by the IBF. For those of y'all that are late to the party or been sleeping under a rock in the world of boxing, the IBF stripped Terence Crawford of his IBF welterweight championship and has elevated interim IBF champion Jaron Ennis to full IBF welterweight champion. So the champions in the welterweight division, as it currently stands, Terence Crawford is still the unified champion with the WBC, WBO, and WBA, and Jaron Ennis has been elevated to the IBF 147-pound champion. Now, Terence Crawford said this, and I'm paraphrasing. Y'all go check him out on Twitter. Basically, I see a lot of Spence fans mad at me. They hopping on Boots nuts now. I heard the same thing. 5 years I'm scared and all of this shit. Just accept it. I'm great, and y'all mad about it. That's basically what he said, bro. Now I don't know who he's talking to. I would assume he's talking to the people that are saying he ducking Boots Ennis. And fans that are fans of Earl Spence now saying, oh, you don't want no smoke with Boots. You need to fight Boots. You got to fight Boots. You duck Boots. You drop your belt. You duck Boots. Maybe that's who he's talking to. I'm not really sure. But all I can say is this about the situation. Number one, as I told y'all yesterday, the IBF made the right call, bro. Like, at the end of the day, Terence Crawford has a contractual obligation to Earl Spence Jr. They in all likelihood are going to be fighting at 154 pounds. Terence Crawford has let it be known publicly that he ain't fighting Boots, that he looking for a Jermell Charlo fight, that he looking for bigger and better fights, that he got no interest in the fight. It's a lose-lose fight for him. Boots don't bring enough money to the table, and it's all about the money for him. He trying to get the biggest fights possible for the most amount of money possible before he hang his gloves up for good. He's made that clear. So making that clear that you're not looking to fight your mandatory while also holding the belt and keeping that mandatory from an opportunity to become world champion, that ain't going to sit right with me for nobody. That's why Terence Crawford, Jermell Charlo, Jamal Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, Devin Haney, if you're not going to fight people in the division that's mandatories in the champion, in the weight class that you're a champion in, and you also not fighting the other champions in that weight class, then, bro, you got to come up off them belts. Or if you undisputed and you're not fighting your mandatories that work their way up in that weight class, but instead you pulling people up, or you going to another division to fight that guy, or another division to fight that guy over there, bro, you got to come up off them belts. Boxing need to move forward. If you decide to come back, you fight whoever you want. Whichever champion you want, you can fight. Because at the end of the day, if you Terence Crawford, you 2-time undisputed 4-belt era first man to do that. Nobody can take that away from you, no matter how many belts they take from you. If you Jermell Charlo, you still was the undisputed champion of the world at 154 pounds. No matter how many belts they take from you, you still gonna be there. Same for Devin Haney, same for Canelo Alvarez. But just because you were that doesn't give you the right, no matter how much money you bring to the table if you Canelo, no matter how you might be the man at 154 if you Jermell, no matter if you got the best win out of all of them in Terence Crawford, or you did something historic, or no matter if you the youngest undisputed champion ever, if you Devin Haney, no matter what you accomplish, bro, you not bigger than boxing, and you can't hold up these divisions. So if you're not going to fight your mandos because you own the bigger and better things, then let them mandos eat. And if you decide to come back, you can get with them. If not, keep that shit moving. So that's where I'm at with. I think they made the right decision. But as far as Terence Crawford, bro, if you using this opportunity, to me, if people are using this opportunity to say that he's ducking Jaron Ennis, I disagree. I call a motherfucker a duck when I think they deserve it, and I think he ducked Earl Spence until he fought him. He ducked him in 2022. I stand by that shit. Fighting David Avenesian when you got a contract to fight Earl, bro, that's a motherfucking duck. You stick around and you do whatever y'all need to do to make that shit work, so ain't no fight in between them motherfucker. That's a duck, nigga. But in this case right here, nah, bro. Nah, number one, he got a rematch clause with Earl. So he got to fight him. Number 2, bro, if he going to fight Jermell or Earl or anybody at 154, bro, he did what he needed to do at welterweight. That's good with me. A rematch with Earl, because that's in the contract and Earl want that shit, or going to fight Jermell at 154, because they both claiming they want that shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that ain't no duck. You can't duck Jaron Boots Ennis by fighting Jermell Charlo, bro. You can't duck Jaron Boots Ennis by fighting motherfucking Earl Spence in a rematch that you already signed before the IBF ever made their decision. It's not a duck, bro. It's not a duck, bro. At all. You feel what I'm saying? So, we not going there with it. But what I will say, the only way... See, that's why I always ask people to wait before you have enough evidence to put something on somebody, bro. I feel like the evidence, when I feel like it's strong, that's when we call for it, bro. But if you are looking at this Terence Crawford, Jaron Boots Ennis situation, the only way you can call Terence Crawford a duck is if he don't fight Earl in a rematch, he don't fight Jermell Charlo at 154, but he stay at 147 somehow in his next fight as he months to stand on this. Then you can be like, oh, nigga, you ducked. You ducked like a motherfucker, bro. But if he fighting Earl in a rematch instead of Boots, or if he fighting Jermell Charlo instead of Boots, or if he fight Earl Spence in a rematch and then fight Jermell Charlo instead of Boots, bro, he ain't duck no Boots, man. He ain't duck him. So, you know, he lashing out. Him and his team, they're trying to act like it don't bother him and shit, but it bother him, bro. You know, all these guys got pride and shit. And I was talking to some Bud fans on the live stream yesterday. All these motherfuckers got pride in what fans want, what a Terence Crawford fan wants, what a Jermell Charlo fan wants, what a Devin Haney fan wants, what a Canelo fan wants. A lot of y'all, you just want to be able to have your, you know what I'm saying? Have your fighter swinging his Johnson on people. Like, nah, nigga, I'm the big dog. Y'all wait. I make the decision. I drop the belt when I want to drop the belt. I move how I want to move. I'm fighting Earl in a rematch at 154. I still want my guy to be holding all the belts at 147. If I'm fighting Canelo at 168, if I'm a Jermell Charlo fan, I still want my guy to have all his belts down at 154. Y'all motherfuckers wait. My favorite fighter is the big dog. If I'm Devin Haney, I'm fighting Regis at 140, then I still want my guy to have all his belts at 135. Cause I'm a Devin Haney fan. My guy, the big dog. That's all that's going on, bro. You just want your fighter to be swinging his Johnson, bro. And have all the leverage and all the cachet, and niggas gotta wait on him. Ain't nobody gonna be champion until Bud say so. I know the vibes, bro. I know what's going on. But it's a good thing that these fighters are being forced to either continue their legacy and their career when they became undisputed champion at, or move on and do what you gonna do and let these other people eat, man. That's what's best for boxing, bro. That's what's best for boxing. It's best for boxing that the welterweight division don't wait to see what go on with Bud and Earl. They waited to see what go on with Bud and Earl long enough. The last IBF mandatory was Carlos Ocampo. Was back in what, 2018? It been 5 years. 5 years since somebody from the IBF got a shot or got elevated or the champion was put in a position. So it ain't a bad thing, y'all. And it ain't a bad thing for Bud if you being objective. The man ain't no duck, bro. Wanting to fight your rematch with Earl Spencer, trying to fight Jermell Charlo, trying to get big fights when you've accomplished what he's accomplished and you 36 years old in the sport of boxing, it's not a duck. But you got the extreme shit, right? And that's why I'm always here to give you the real shit. You got the extreme motherfuckers that's on Bud's side. He should have been able to keep his belt. It's so unfair. No, it's not. It's the right thing to do. Then you got the extreme side on the other shit. Oh man, it's a duck. He ducked Jaron Boots Ennis. No, he didn't, bro. No, he didn't. You want people to take your shit serious, and when you drop an opinion, man, keep that shit real, bro. Keep that shit real. At the end of the day, bro, the man got a contract. They clearly want to fight at 154. He want to move to 154. He's looking at Jermell Charlo, Earl Spence rematch, perhaps a fight with Charlo, and then maybe getting on down from the sport. The nigga is, you can, bro, the names that he has said are Tank Davis, Spence rematch, Jermell Charlo, and Canelo Alvarez, bro. He clearly just trying to get to the bag, bro. So if he don't want to fight the mandatory, cool, because he doing big fights and he trying to do his rematch and honor his word or whatever, and they working that shit out, cool. Boots should not have to wait on them to work out whatever they got going on. Unless they fighting at 147 for undisputed again. If the Spence and Crawford fight ends up happening in a rematch, and that rematch is at 147, and they ended up stripping Crawford even though he's fighting against Spence at 147, then I'll have a problem with the decision. Then I'll revisit my opinion. But until then, bro, this is the right call. And if you're being a level-headed boxing fan, you'll be attentive enough to the details, and you'll be smart enough to say, it's a great move for boxing. Boots deserve to be elevated, and he deserves to be champion. And Bud can fight his rematch with Spence, and he shouldn't be called a duck for it because that shit is contractually obligated. And he can go on to fight Jermell Charlo at 154, and he shouldn't be called a duck for it because it's a big fight, and you can't duck Boots to fight Jermell. And then just call it, just call it like that, bro. That's my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash a like. I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.